You even know me. Take a moment such a long time. Will you finally notice the shoulder angel? Always looking out for Take a moment and notice me, just notice all of the things I've done. After all, I've been the angel on your shoulder, the shadow in the corner of your eye.
And welcome everybody to this Dauntless Gaming 1v1 tournament week 4. My name is Dwarfbot and today I'm going to be joined by a new caster in Jablet. How are you doing today?
Hello Dwarfbot, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thanks, and even better now that we get to go into the round 2 of this tournament. We have Saxon against Destio 87. Let's see how this one goes. I've heard that Saxon's quite a good player, Champ 3/Grand Champ. And it'd be interesting to see how Destio gets on against him. I think we're ready out, and Destio's already ready in. Let's get Saxon in as well, and let's get started.
Yeah, it's always a bit difficult to start in those tournaments because you're a bit cold usually, and you don't really know the quality of the opposition, so they need to be focused right now.
Now starting off, Destio's going to be taking control on a dribble. Going for a 50-50 and Saxon's come out on with possession. Or about half boost and picking up that mid boost, going for a really good shot there, getting a really good flick, but good save from Destio to get that one away. And a good block again. Now keeping the pressure, Saxon staying close to the ball and good challenge from him, getting it into the corner. Coming off the ball, bit of a dangerous move. and that's pinched away for Destio. Can he do anything with it though? And he just gets that one on target.
Oh yeah, that's really too aggressive from Saxon. Like first the flick was a bit tricky to get, and then the play off the wall was also difficult, and he get punished for it.
Now, the first goal of this tournament already, just 40 seconds in. Destio up 1-0. Saxon on no boost, just needs to stay close to the ball and steals Destio's boost and takes control into his own half. Still going for risky moves, knocking it into the centre, taking it to the side. So he's going to be taking this one a little bit slowly and letting Destio take the possession. Good flick, but a really weak hit away from Saxon, and a shot on goal, but cleared away. Now Saxon on a dribble of his own. Good ball control there, didn't quite get the flick, and now it's away again for Destio to take the shot, but it's a miss. Now Saxon to gain possession once again and launch his own attack. Not been a very high scoring match so far. What can these players do to improve their chances of scoring?
Ooh. That was a nice attempt off the wall with Saxon coming back. And so far Saxon has been using a lot of boost in all his plays, and Destio a bit more careful, a bit more safe. But it's working out for him for now, but I think Saxon is going to figure out the opposition and maybe slow down somehow.
Saxon knocking it into the corner, looking dangerous. Destio picks up the boost, but he isn't quick enough to get the save.
It's a very nice angle to get on the first post. Really difficult to jump for that, for the defender. And yeah, it's basically unplayable for Destio.
Tied up, coming up to half the game so far. Saxon grabbing the second goal, and what a block there from Saxon. Just needs to get a good enough shot on goal, and then going for a flick, but doesn't get it, and Destio clears away easily. Just get it. Oh, that was really close from Destio. Saxon's now on another dribble, going for some really good mechanical plays here, and that's a flick, but it goes just over.
Yeah, I think Saxon is trying to show off to the stream, but it's not really working out yet, so maybe be careful. Like, go for simpler stuff, don't overcommit, and when you have the goals, now you can go for crazy stuff.
Oh, and that was a good attempt from Destio, but Saxon's just going to take advantage of the overcommit there. 2-1 up now.
That's quite a fortunate block after the first shot. Destio couldn't get back on offense because of the block of the turtle goal.
Oh no. Saxon's completely changed this round. He was down by 1 goal, now he's up by 1 goal, looking a whole lot more confident. Destio just missing that one again. Needs to be more clinical with his shots. Well, going to be going for a dribble to a flick, I believe. But good challenge from Saxon. Now he's away. But I don't think he can make anything of it. Oh, that's cleared away again for Destio getting the right push on it. Good spin around from Saxon to get his 3rd goal.
It was a big gamble from Destio. He went for the boost mid, and he got punished from it. Saxon saw that he overcommitted for the boost and then decided to just shoot, and it was open. But so far, it's mostly dribbles, and that's, I believe, one of the first shots we got. And it worked out, so maybe try to shoot more.
Oh. Now, Destio picking up the ball in the centre. Going to be going for a power shot, but Saxon makes it. And now it's back down again for Destio, going for a backboard shot. Doesn't quite have enough boost for it, and it's cleared away. Now Saxon bringing it on down into the middle. Going to be going for a bit of a mechanical mind game play there. Destio, good challenge. Now needs to get a good touch on the ball to get it into the centre, and that's over Saxon. Just needs to take advantage of this. He gets it off the backboard, but not quite a goal. Oh, Good turn from Destio to get there, and Saxon can't get there in time.
I'm not really sure what happened to Saxon. Oh, he decided to go for the boost midfield and also got punished from it. So boost playing a big role in those goals. And it's still a very close game with only 1 goal deficit with 45 seconds.
Saxon, all he needs to do is hang on. That doesn't mean play defensive. It means play as you've been playing before. And you should win. Well, this looks a little bit dangerous for him. Knocking it to the side. It's another hit. A good hit away. He got a second hit on it. But I think Destio is going to just get that. And 20 seconds to go. Saxon's on the attack once again. Bit of an unnecessary drift there. Now Destio going for it.
That's nice.
Pretty interesting. What a ceiling shot that was.
That was a nice ceiling shot. Good power after the first contact to put it up, and it really worked out for him. But yeah, it's on par with the decision making he's having. It's very risky plays. It's working out for him, but if he's not more careful in the oncoming games, it can be a bit tricky for him. And yeah, I believe that Dwarfbot is having some issue. But it's okay, he's going to join back. And yeah, so far, I would say that Saxon is dominating mechanically against Destio, but it's a little bit risky to the plays he's making. So yeah, meanwhile, we're waiting for the Dwarfbot, and Game 2 is going to be soon. But yeah, I mean, it's in no way over for Destio. And it's if he is still careful and manages to boost and reads the craziness of his opponent, he can be very fine. But the opponent is pretty good mechanically, and it might be really difficult to get a win. All right. Now we're waiting for, hopefully, the comeback of Dwarfbot. But yeah, they're getting ready to start, and we'll see what happens in this game. So yeah, if Saxon continues to play that with those risky plays, I'm a bit worried if Destio managed to find a way to break the offensive abilities of Saxon. Also, I think the boost is a really big factor because so far Saxon is using a lot of boosts, mostly on offense, and if Destio is managing to break that, it can be really good for him. It's a nice bump here and already a nice goal. The bump was really nice play, and it was on purpose, and it was really well done. Bumping when in the air, you're going so high that it's really difficult to come back. It's even better than a demo. Alright, so it's already 1-0, and let's see what happens here. Destio with a good kickoff, and I believe that Saxon has low boost, so it's a bit risky, but Destio is getting bumped, and he's missing the boost, and now with the boost and the open goal, it should be an easy one, but wow. Saxon blew it completely here by going a little bit too crazy. I think he's warming up, but he's going for risky plays, and that might cost him. It's only 1-0, so it's far from over. Nice dunk here by Saxon, and it should be an easy one. Oh, it's also missed. Oh, that's a really costly. Oh, that's the double miss. Oh no, it's starting to break down. Good defense here by Saxon that manages to get control, and it's not in, but it was a close attempt, and now Destio should be in a little bit of bad shape, so he has to get boost back, and everybody has boost now, but Saxon gave control back of the ball. Attempt from the corner, very risky, and now, yeah, that should definitely be a goal. All right. Are you back? Oh no.
I am indeed.
Oh, he is back.
I am back. Fill me in on what's happened. So.
The first few minutes has been the epitome of the first game. It's Saxon going for risky plays that work out sometimes, but not always, and it's still tied, and it's still a really close game.
I guess I'll just carry on with my play role on Saxon. It's just knocked that onto the side of Destio to get his second goal of this game that I've not been in so far.
Yeah, that's a nice flick after the dodge forward. Completely surprising Destio here. But Destio should still be in the game. He can manage to get some goals after that.
And Saxon's just missed the boost there, but not a great hit from Destio. Oh, really good double touch from Saxon there, just to knock that one in.
Yeah, Destio gambled on the miss, on the double touch, and I believe that Saxon saw that he didn't believe, that the opponent didn't believe, so he took his time and did it well, so well played by him.
Well, just 2 minutes in, looking a lot like a higher scoring match with Saxon taking 3 goals already. Now Destio with a shot on net, and I don't think Saxon's going to get back for that one. That's 3-2.
Yeah, and Saxon tripped a little bit on the post, which lost him time, but I don't think he would be making the goal back anyway.
Now 3-2, it's a lot closer. It's amazing what one goal can do. Now Saxon's going to be taking boost and ball control. Going for a ceiling shot, bit of a risky play. It doesn't seem to be paying off for him, although he's keeping the pressure on. Going for a double touch, I believe. Oh, and he just gets one under Destio.
Oh yeah, there is nothing to say about that one. It's just perfect. Destio doesn't expect it. Maybe he could have touched, but that was a really difficult angle off the goal line to get, and he manages to get a nice double touch.
Well, with it being about halfway through the match, Saxon's just knocked that one into the net, making it 5-2.
Yeah, and Saxon has been dominant in the kickoffs, and it's showing again here with the quick turn and Destio not expecting the quick touch, and that's already the break here.
We're now 5-2. Saxon looking a whole lot more dominant than in the first game. But Destio taking the shot, cleared away by Saxon. Now knocked into the corner to waste a little bit of time. Saxon getting a touch on it, but nothing's made of it. Now with very little boost, what can Destio do? Nothing it seems, but now it's Saxon's turn. Destio needs to stay close to the ball just so that Saxon can't do anything too risky with it.
Saxon loves those 360 end catch. He loves them to a fault, I would say. Oh, nice bump!
What bump from Saxon to get his 6th goal.
That was a really nice play here, because he recognized that with no boost, there's nothing else he could do. So he decides to go for the only target he can hit, which is the opponent. And that's really painful now for Destio.
Now 1 minute 45 to go. Saxon even more ahead now. Going for a double touch. Destio.
I don't think Saxon expected that to go that way. I thought I think he believed that it was going the other way. But he was really surprised. Oh, that's really nice shot.
What's a way here? You can say just perfecting these little flicks and shots that just no player can ever expect.
Yeah, the thing is that with the turn he's making at the start, it's looking like an air dribble, but he's managing to get a nice angle shot in the middle of the drift, which is really surprising the defender. No, that should be yet another one.
Oh, I think he just went for another bump or a fake this time. He's going for more risky plays and more high risk, high reward.
I think at this point he's already relaxing. But, it's not over yet.
No,
Although
Destio can definitely come back, but he needs to do something special. Ah, what a block from Saxon there. Now, picking up against Destio, but Saxon's playing so quickly, just rotating really quickly just to get those challenges in quickly. Now he's just going to waste time and secure his win.
That's quite disrespectful, and I don't think he's going to be able to keep up with that type of play and that type of behavior actually in the tournament, because he's going to get surprised by some player that will be able to see in his plays and the riskiness of his plays. But in this match, it's working out for him.
This match, he knows that he can just go for mechanical plays and it will work out, but in the future he will need to play a little bit more mindfully. But now...
Good attempt, Saxon. That was close.
That was 7-4, 18 seconds to go. It's still possible, but very unlikely, knowing what Saxon's mechanics are like.
And
yeah,
there we go.
That's just proven it. I reckon Saxon's just playing, making sure he's warmed up.
Yeah. I believe that Dwarfbot is dying again. Feels bad. But yeah, we can clearly see that Saxon is a threes player, I would say, and his playstyle is pretty aggressive on all plays, but he's not really a ones player, I would say. But well played by him, and that was a pretty easy win, especially on the second game. And it was a little bit tricky at the start. I think Saxon had to find his rhythm, but afterwards he was able to dominate in that game without sweating too much. And it's a good performance, but if he wants to win the whole thing, I think he has to play a little bit more careful on offense mostly, because it's a little bit all over the place. He's able to make some quality plays, but it's worrisome, some of the decision he's making. But it's working out for this game, so congratulations to him, and we'll see him in the next round, and we'll see you in the next round.
Take a moment and notice me, just notice all of the things I've done. After all I've been through.
For the quarterfinals of this Dauntless Gaming 1v1 tournament, we've got Virus against Rottweiler, who is a top 100 player. This is going to be a very high-end match. What do you think? Who do you think is going to win, Jabert?
Well, I think you know Virus pretty well, so maybe you have some opinion about the outcome of the game.
Well, from what I know of both of these players, I haven't seen Rottweiler play too much, but I've seen Virus play a lot, and I know that Virus is quite a risky player, but some of it can pay off, and he's very mechanically talented. So hopefully we can see a lot of that come out in this game.
Yeah, and so far it's going pretty aggressively from Virus, as you said, which is at Rottweiler keeping control.
That's a delay flick from Rottweiler, but cleared away from Virus, and that boost steal from Rottweiler already showing a lot of aggression in the early stages of this match. Well, Rottweiler giving Virus no time to move or do anything with the ball. Well, going to be getting a good 50-50, but can't make anything of it as he has a severe lack of boost.
Yeah, so far the boost has been the name of the game. And good control, but oh, nice little double jump to get past Virus on that play. It was not much, but it was enough to get past him.
That was very unfortunate from Virus to just not quite make the challenge, get knocked away by Rottweiler, but extremely good attack there from him, just to take his time and not rush things. Now 1-0 up. Good 50-50 from Virus, going to be taking an early shot, and he doesn't quite get it in as Rottweiler gets a little touch on the ball to send it over the net. Oh, returning early and sending it up for Rottweiler, knocking it to the side. Oh, keeping it up. Virus knocking it into the corner. And up again. Now he needs to struggle to get back, but he's going to do so. And just misses the boost. Oh, and that's a demo from Rottweiler with very little boost, but with enough time to make it 2-0.
Yeah, and Virus was very aware of the boost situation. He was trying to get the boost in the other corner and didn't manage to do so. So he decided to go for that one instead. But Rottweiler read that pretty well and managed to get the demo, and then it's the easy shot.
Wow. It's quite a low scoring match from the caliber of these players. Let's see both players try and do some interesting moves, and that's over for Virus to get his first goal of this game.
It was a quick turn to pop the ball by Virus, and Rottweiler didn't expect that to go up, or maybe it was a bit slow on the demo, but anyway, nice goal by Virus, getting faster than his opponent.
Now kicking off again, Rottweiler with the slight win, but very little boost for Virus now to knock this to the side, and Rottweiler steals the boost. Oh, that's a little bit dangerous from Virus, now it's going to be a goal for Rottweiler.
Yeah, and again, Virus with no boost, or very low boost, and Rottweiler controlling the whole situation with full boost. And yeah, the boost has been a big difference maker so far, and that's where Virus needs to improve right now.
3 minutes to go. Virus gets 50-50 and a boost. So all he needs to do now is finish it off, but good challenge from Rottweiler. Send it into the middle. It's not too much boost. Virus got a lot to spare, although Rottweiler gets the advantage on this one and steals the boost. It's going to be cleared away by Virus. Now taking up the wall. Good challenge from Rottweiler just to keep the pressure on.
So in that situation, Virus went for boost, but this time he stopped to dodge the demo, so it was very well played on defense by him. And meantime, almost a demo, yeah.
I was going for the demo there, but Rottweiler dodges him and gets the knock on him. Just needs to get this wave dash, and that's his 4th goal.
Very clean shot by Rottweiler. Recognizing that the bump is massive, and here, just wave dash to get supersonic and then to finish it off with no boost. Very well played.
Now, Virus needs to play a lot faster, I think, to try and keep up with Rottweiler's plays. As he's playing a very conservative, good game here. And that's a really good challenge to put it on Virus's side. But can't make anything of it quite yet. And there's good clear away from Virus. Oh, and that's just knocked over Virus. There's going to be another goal, I think. This Virus can get back in time. And he can't, making it 5-1.
Yeah, and we can see how clever Rottweiler is with boost. He's managing to take all the little pads in the way so that Virus is very boost starved and not just a bit low. He's really starved, so he has to go for stuff that are really crazy, and Rottweiler can capitalize on it.
Now, Virus challenging early. It's good decision making there from him, but Rottweiler with the 100 boost, and that's going to make it 6-1. Looking like it's going to be a Brazil at this point.
Yeah, that's a pretty dominating defense by Rottweiler, managing to get just enough touch to beat Virus, and just like that, it's a goal. It's just enough, but it's perfect. It's quite a transition from the last game, where it was all over the place, but it was working out. And here, it's just the minimum that you have to do, and it's working out.
Oh, Virus looking up high, knowing that Rottweiler doesn't have much boost. He's going for a pinch there. Almost got the Cooks a pinch, but it wasn't quite on target. No, Virus waiting for it. But Rottweiler does not, and has just snuck in.
There is nothing Virus can do. He's low on boost. There is nothing anywhere, and the shot is coming here. He has no time to come back. It's pretty painful to play against a player like this that completely manages to outplay you on every level, and that's painful for now.
I think Virus being about at the Champ 1 level, he doesn't have that experience of the high level plays that Rottweiler does. But now going for an air dribble, getting a dunk. That one's almost pinched in. Now Virus with the dunk.
That's a very nice one.
Now Rottweiler taking it up the wall for a bit of a risky play, knowing that he can. That was pinched to the other side. For Virus to now go for a risky play. Going to be going off the backboard, I believe. Good clear from Rottweiler to get out of the way and take the boost as well. Oh, Rottweiler on the dribble. It's not quite going in, so he's going to need to centre that one once more. He's playing the boost game now, seeing what's more important, ball or boost. Oh, could have gotten the demo there, but he still gets it. That was going in to make it 7-2.
Very nice touch here, just enough to get past. And at first he went for the bump, but then realized that Rottweiler was a bit slow on the touch. But it's one of the first mistakes of Rottweiler in defense that has been masterful so far. So good job breaking the defense, and maybe can feel like a comeback for next game.
Virus going for a flick, but doesn't quite pull it off. I was flicking it again, up for Rottweiler though. Needs to be careful about where he's flicking it, and that's going to be another goal for Rottweiler with just 12 seconds to go.
Yeah, Virus gambled on the bump, but I mean, it's understandable. You're losing quite a bit with 12 seconds left. It's worth the gamble.
I think this game's just about over. Rottweiler taking it 8-2. Maybe it's going to be more with this kickoff being really good for him, but that's just a little bit too powerful. Oh, a really quick challenge from Rottweiler. I don't know quite how he does it, but Rottweiler will take the first game of the series. Virus looking not too confident going into the second game.
And the big difference is the quality of defense that Rottweiler displayed. It's truly masterful, and basically no mistakes was done, except maybe on the second game of Virus. where he was a bit slow for the contact, but otherwise very masterful. He did everything he had to do with as little movement as possible. It was very clean and like beautiful to watch. Offensively, he's not doing much, but it's more than enough to get past anything.
Right, now, let's get into the second game where Virus needs to prove himself and maybe come back in this series. Although I'm looking very doubtful so far, as Rottweiler has shown such skill in defense and attack so far.
And also, Virus has been dominating in the kickoffs, and it's definitely not helping.
I think we just got some input delay from Rottweiler, as he's a console player, so he might join a little bit later. Unless he's got to go now, because
that would be unfortunate.
That would be very unfortunate, although he's not joining up, so I don't know whether... Okay, he's here finally. That input delay is quite big. Now it's both players joining up. Jabril, what do you think Varus needs to do to increase his chances of actually coming through and winning this match?
Oh, and did Virus change car? I don't remember him having that mobile, yeah. So, interesting change at first, and oh, that's already a fast goal by Virus, missing the boost in the corner, going for quite a risky play with the wave dash, and yeah.
I think he's just overcommitted there. That just left Rottweiler with a ton of space and time just to slot that one away in the first 10 seconds of this match. Well, Virus getting there really quickly, but Turtle always wins the race.
Then to come back to your question, I would say that first is the kickoff. Virus needs to work on the kickoff and make sure it's safe. And second is to try to find ways to break. Oh, very nice chance here by Virus, but well defended. And yeah, it's find ways to break the crazy defense that Rottweiler is displaying.
Oh no! Virus just missing that, going for some risky plays, rushing his shots, and nothing comes of it. And that's a bump from Rottweiler, but it doesn't have any boost. I think that's going to be a goal anyway.
Yeah, Virus decided to go for the physical play in the start of this game, and it's not working out because Rottweiler is calm and collected, and Virus is a bit rushing.
2-0 already in the first match, and Virus almost gets the fast kickoff there. Now going for a ceiling shot, he likes these. And he just gets that, but Rottweiler clears it away. Now Virus just rushing back just to gain possession. That's a good pinch away, but it could still be dangerous. There's a good chance for Rottweiler to just be in early. And he doesn't get that one on the net, and that's a pinch down. Rottweiler just needs to get a good hit on this. Rottweiler has the boost to back it up. I'm going for a shot, but it's easily cleared away. Rottweiler is looking a bit dangerous for him here. I guess for a dunk, but Rottweiler gets a really good touch on it to make it 3-0.
That's perfectly played by Rottweiler. Very patient, waiting for the ball to bounce on the ground, and then finding the perfect spot to get the 50-50 off the ground, while Virus was looking for a pinch. Very well played. If you want to improve on defense and awareness, you need to watch this guy.
Now Virus deciding to go for a quick shot.
Ooh.
From Rottweiler, and that's his first goal of this game. This could be the return of Virus.
I don't think Rottweiler was expecting that much power. Very nice shot from the Batmobile.
That is the Batmobile hitbox for you.
It's pretty
nice.
nice.
Good kicker from Virus. Now going to be going up the wall. It's knocked out. Rottweiler going for a nice challenge. Hasn't quite knocked it in yet, and Virus with the clear it away. Isn't too strong though, and Rottweiler gains possession again. Well, Virus almost getting that flick in. doesn't quite get it. Virus off the wall. Getting some good touches, but good clear away from Rottweiler. But booster from Virus, he's playing a lot smarter this game, going
Yeah,
for a lot
definitely.
less risky plays.
But Rottweiler is still managing to playing good defense, and oh, that's a big whiff.
And he's just given up on that one. Virus, what are you doing? You need to be sure that you can get those shots off, but Rottweiler's just taking advantage.
And it's a bit risky to stop there because the opponent can just wait for you to show up, and then you're losing a lot of time in that game. So you need to come back even though you lost it.
A bit of a strange kickoff here. Virus coming out with the win. No. Knowing that he's not going to win it, I think he's definitely lost a lot of hope. He's going for some risky plays, and Rottweiler's just going to take his time going for it. Ceiling shot. I've seen a lot of people go for these shots, and that's a really good shot, but not quite in. I think it's Virus' turn to go for one of these shots, I believe. Yeah, they're having a ceiling shot 1v1 right now. Well, this is looking quite good actually.
Ooh,
not quite getting it in.
So close.
Oh, it's going to be Rottweiler's turn now. I don't think he's going to go for a ceiling shot. Just going to be going for a dunk maybe. It's cleared away now. And Virus is going to be taking advantage of that one. Decided that they're going to do a few ceiling shots, and now they're going to play a bit more seriously.
It was all a trap to get one more goal.
Now, 4-2, with 1 minute 25 seconds to go. This could be dangerous for Virus. He might have just enraged Rottweiler, and now he's going to really, unleash all of his inner anger against him. Now, Virus. It's his side. Rottweiler's completely out of position, so if Virus can turn around quickly, he could do something, but not quite getting the double touch from the ceiling shot. That would have been amazing to see. But Rottweiler's just going to boom that one into net to make it 5-2.
It was very close to get the double touch, but the shot was also very well made. It's perfectly placed, perfect power.
Well, now 1 minute to go. Rottweiler looking like he's going to take this series. Whereas not too far behind this game. Don't know whether things have just calmed down a whole lot more in this game, but
has Rottweiler been in danger at any point in the series? I don't think so.
Rottweiler just pinched that one into the net.
Completely reading the position of the defender and just pitching it out after that.
A little bit of a fake there from Rottweiler. Virus isn't going to be happy with that one. Completely demoralizes him. Now, good kickoff from Virus this time. Going to go for a quick attack. Now that one's going to be into the centre. Rottweiler missing it. But nothing's going to come of it. Now, going for a delayed flick. Doesn't quite get it. It's too low.
And also it was too visible by the opponent.
Oh, that's a quick challenge from Rottweiler, and Virus just makes the save. Now, giving Rottweiler a lot of time going for a backboard shot, but cleared away. Virus is good at reading the ball. He knows exactly where the ball's going to go. It's just decision making in ones is his issue. But 14 seconds to go, 6-3.
Yeah, I don't believe it's happening. But yeah, I mean, Rottweiler has shown us that what it takes to be a top tier level 1v1 player, because he has not done really anything impressive in terms of mechanical stuff. It's very clean, very sharp, but nothing really impressive, and he was just dominant the entire game.
Virus going for some cheeky freestyle save, but he doesn't quite get it, and neither does Rottweiler get the goal. But Rottweiler is going to take this one into the semis now, but Virus will be now knocked out, and we'll see you in the next one. And we are back for the semi-finals. We have J-Rolls against iRiser. It's going to be a very interesting match as both of these players are top 100. Jabba, who do you think is going to win this match?
I think Jay Walls has a better track record in this tournament, but it can be really either way because at this level, it's basically a toss-up. But I'm still gambling on Jay Walls.
I'll have to go with iRiser then as we kick off for the first time. iRiser just getting that advantage, and again with a 50-50, but Jared comes out with the possession and a quick challenge from iRiser already. Almost getting the doink, but Jared almost knocks that one in, but no one ever doubted him because of his skill. And what a flick that is into the upper echelons of the goal.
It was very clean from him, and not much the defender can do here. Just very quick, and it's just slowed down too much on defense and overtook him easily.
Now just 20 seconds into the match, 1-0 to J-Rolls. That's a bump from him. Going to be dangerous, although iRiser gets ball onto the ball. Going for a flick, but doesn't quite get it, and he's overcommitted now. J-Rolls going to be taking full advantage of it to make it 2-0.
Yeah, and the overcommitment, I think he was gambling on getting some kind of bump on J-Walls, but it didn't work out, and then it was just simply a matter of pushing the ball really fast, and those players are pretty good, I heard, so it's not that difficult for them.
Now 2-0 already, looking like it's going to be a high scoring match already. J-Rolls challenging early, going to be really dangerous already, but iRiser is going to clear this one away and launch his own attack with very little boost. Going to be leaving it for J-Rolls to pick up. Well, looking like he's going to knock this one out to the side. Good challenge from iRiser, knocking J-Walls away to have full possession. He's in a bit of an interesting position. Gets the shot off, but cleared away by J-Rolls. Now, oh, what a good play from J-Rolls there. Just knock that one around iRiser.
Just going under the ball to just get a little tap up with the drift, beautifully done. And Jewels has been playing pretty flawlessly. The only thing I would say is he's been a bit dodgy in the midfield, but otherwise a very clean offense and a very clear defense as well.
50-50 from iRiser. He seems to be very confident with these, but not as confident in decision making, defense and attack, which are probably a little bit more important in ones. Now iRiser clearing it away to the other side, going to make it a little bit more difficult for J-Rolls. It just seems like it's not difficult whatsoever for J-Rolls. Going to be collecting that boost and going for a shot. That was a good challenge from iRiser to get up soon. Oh, looking quite dangerous, but not to the side. And
That's a good bump.
And J-Rolls making it 4-0 is complete. That's completely what I wasn't expecting this game to be. Just completely whitewash from J-Rolls.
iRiser didn't expect the bump at all, because if he did, he would have been able to like dodge instantly and get back and go. But here was not expecting it and was caught off guard, and really easy then for Jewels.
Oh, and J-Rolls just gets that shot again. 5-0 without the game even being halfway through. It's going to be painful for iRiser.
Yeah, how do you come back from this mentally? Because you're getting outplayed on every level, so you need to have to play one more game after this one, and then another one, and then another one if you want to win. So it's really difficult.
Now taking the shot again off the backboard. J-Rolls doesn't have the angle. Getting it off early. iRiser getting the shot up, but that's not quite in.
Oh, he's really bounced on the post.
I think he was expecting that to go in, but just knew that it didn't. It wasn't going to. Now J-Rolls away for the 6th goal. It doesn't look like already that iRiser can come back.
Yeah, the misread is really harsh, because he did the harder thing, which was get past J-Walls, but then misread the post, and that's costing him a goal.
Now J-Rolls winning this kickoff and getting the boost, going to be dangerous already. Going for a ceiling shot, and he just challenges that away. Looking like he's actually going to be in danger for once. Oh, that's cleared away coolly by J-Rolls. Now again, ping-ponging between these two players. Going to be knocked over to the side. Pinch from iRiser, but didn't quite get the Cook's effect of it. Oh, what a touch that was from J-Rolls. Just knocked that one over iRiser.
That was not expected. I'm sure of it. I refuse to believe it was expected.
Oh, and wow. Nice. First goal.
It was a really nice shot. Deciding to go on the backboard, which has not really done so far, and it's working out. And J-Walls had full boost, but he was not able to do anything with that bounce.
What I did notice was that he came off the bar, which messed with his car a little bit and couldn't gain control of it soon enough, which then led to his mispositioning in the goal. But now J-Rolls is going to be clearing this one away, and iRiser has no boost. He can't get back in time, and it's a Brazil for J-Rolls.
That's very harsh, and iRiser trying new stuff because he's behind by quite a bit, so he has to take risky shots, and it's costing him this one, and that's basically over at this point with 90 seconds left.
Oh, like you said, 90 seconds left. Let's see how many more J-Rolls can score, or if iRiser can redeem himself slightly. It's looking like he's overcommitting a little bit here. Going for a challenge, but J-Rolls with the fake. Now going to be going for a power shot. And another fake.
Good read by iRiser though.
Now J-Rolls knocking it into the corner. Out. And I was staying close. Now needs to be up soon for this, otherwise it's going to be difficult for him. And he gets his 2nd goal, but 48 seconds to go. It's looking very unlikely for the comeback to happen.
Yeah, and just J-Walls having fun trying to go for the ceiling shot, and doesn't work out. It's fine. He's not really in danger in this game.
48 seconds to go. 7-2. It's quite an impressive scoreline from J-Walls. Quite an impressive player. Just now, just going to be knocking it into the corner, wasting some time. That's a demo, giving him some more time to just waste time and secure his win. Even though he's already done that already, he just knocks that over iRiser and makes it 8-2.
Yeah, iRiser had to commit for that, even though it was very risky, obviously, and he had to just commit to attempt something with the low time remaining. But it was too easy for J-Walls to get past him.
25 seconds to go. Pretty much 100% sure that J-Walls has gotten this match. Goes for a little air dribble to a flick. Good attempt from iRiser there, but nothing's come of it. And we pinched up. Just a few seconds to go. Let's see if J-Walls can do something special in this last second of the match. Going for it. He just gets it off iRiser, trying to make it clear.
The first touch to get enough speed, and then the second one to make sure it goes in. Very well played here, and it should be an interesting second game. And I hope that iRiser is going to find a way to annoy J-Walls enough so that he can steal a game here and not let J-Walls continue to beat down.
Well, now J-Walls looking super confident going into the second game. But hopefully iRiser can rise to the occasion and actually get something out of this. Because J-Walls is a super good once player and he's been in the scene for so long. But hopefully iRiser can be something like J-Walls soon.
And we've seen in the first game that J-Walls did some mistakes, especially defensively and in the midfield. So maybe try to exploit this, but it's going to be very difficult for iRiser.
No.
Oh,
J-Walls already on the attack, 8 seconds in already, and he's gotten the first goal.
Very nice on the first post. That's the most difficult spot to save the ball, and perfectly placed. Good challenge by iRiser trying to go there, but it was just too well placed.
Yeah, that's where positioning comes in. iRiser probably should be a little to the side of the goal so we can cover as much as possible. But he recognised that J-Walls could have shot it anywhere. And it would be easier for him to place himself there. Almost getting that touch, but J-Walls is going to be on this and doesn't quite get the flick. But now getting another attack on the ball. And
now he's in
iRiser goes
danger.
to be shooting this. Oh, that was knocked into his own net to make it 1-1, already closer than last match.
It was really difficult here because he had no boost and to go the entire field back, and just enough power to make it really painful, and he couldn't manage to find a strong enough bump of the ball after the flip, so it just goes in. Nothing he could do here.
Now kicking off again. J-Walls getting a really good touch just and I think that's going to be 2-1 to J-Walls.
Beautiful touch with the ball bouncing and grabbing the boost. He got everything here, and then it's just a matter of finishing.
Now 4:20. J-Walls up 2-1. Again, a lot closer than we saw last match, but we've still got 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes of insanity. J-Walls with an amazing flick into the top of the goal. iRiser just can't get up soon enough.
That's quite risky because he has no boost, and if iRiser gets a nice defense, then it's really difficult for him to go back on defense. But the flick is so perfect, there is nothing to say here.
Now just 4 minutes 10 seconds to go. J-Walls getting a really good kickoff again. That's a shot, but good clear from iRiser. Now knocking it into the centre again, but iRiser going to be knocking it to the other side off the backboard. That's a good challenge again. You just need to get around, but J-Rolls just grabs the boost and clears it away. Now looking dangerous for iRiser once again.
Yeah, and we can feel that Jewels is getting more and more confident, and he's getting more and more difficult touches on offense. It's a bit risky, but so far it's paying off. But he needs to be careful to not continue those difficult and dangerous plays.
My goodness. iRiser almost getting a goal there, but Jewels with the A-class defense. Now, let's see if he can attack more, but he can't now. iRiser on the attack now, making it 3-2.
Yeah, and as I said, overcommitment by J-Walls trying to get the extra touch, and he landed in the opponent's goal. And after that, it's just a matter of finishing. And pretty well played. And the match is completely alive again.
Well, now J-Rolls suddenly finds himself with a whole lot more work to do this match. Oh, that's a good clear away from iRiser. Oh, knocking it up, knowing that it's slightly more dangerous for J-Rolls to go for it. Good early challenge from iRiser, but nothing's going to be made of it. Another good challenge from iRiser, going to be knocking this one into the net to equalise it.
That's a nice equalizer. Contesting really early, I don't think J was expecting that, and then realizing that the shot is open, but it's still a difficult shot because the ball is bouncing away and it's still pretty high. And just like that, it's tied again.
Now coming up to the halfway point in this match, J-Rolls struggling a little bit more in this match than he was in the previous one. Maybe iRiser was just putting it on for a little bit of a laugh. See if he can try and reverse sweep J-Rolls, but no, it was on a dribble. Multiple control here, flicking it up, and there's not a great clear.
What a defense!
That is! My goodness.
What a recovery by iRiser. Truly impressive. Because at this point I really thought, oh, that's just nasty here.
What a dribble from J-Rolls to just completely mind-boggle iRiser.
The drift was just perfect, and it just drops, and completely outplayed iRiser, and the good sportsmanship from him, saying nice shot.
J-Rolls winning this kickoff again. I was deciding to challenge this one early, and that was a good decision. Now going for another attack, cleared away for J-Rolls. Now he's overcommitted. Looks like he's going to get back in time. Not great clear from him. Knocking up for J-Rolls. Doesn't quite get the shot on. Oh. Going to be clearing this one away. J-Rolls.
Dangerous. Oh, good save.
Almost. Not quite. J-Rolls going to be picking this one up, flicking it to the side. Now getting a really powerful flick to make it 5-3.
Perfectly placed on the hitbox in the top corner with the flick. Beautifully done, and look at the top speed. Very impressive without the bounce. Really, really difficult to play against that because you never know when to expect such a massive shot to be coming.
J-Rolls extending his lead by 2 once more, but what happened before may happen again. J-Rolls looking a whole lot less confident, and now iRiser's looking like he's going to get a second touch, but he doesn't need it. It's in the top left-hand corner.
I'm not quite sure what happened here. J-Walls again overcommitting on some action offensively and getting punished for it, but it seems like when J-Walls focus again, there is no contest and he's in control, but if he's not careful, the game might slip away.
Oh, now iRiser in with a chance again. 5-4 as a whole. They're really close this match. Oh, that's a good fake, but J-Rolls gets control of the ball once more. Now it's over iRiser. Nice made of it. Oh, trying to go for a fake challenge, but no. iRiser's got the boost and the speed. Now it's equalised once again.
Yeah, Jewel saw that the attempt of fake from Ariser, and he also went for it, and it was a bit risky here, considering the situation of the game. It's a tie game again, and really, don't know what will happen. I mean, Jewel is probably going to win it, but you never know with those situations of overcommitment.
Oh, and that's good mechanical knowledge there from Gerald to just knock that one above his own net. Oh, what a touch that was to just knock that one over iRiser.
Getting the other side of the car, now that's just insane, because from that flick you expect something in the second corner, but not on the first one. It doesn't make any sense to watch, because it's just, how can you predict this? I'm buying hacks, honestly.
Yes, it was definitely hacked. And iRiser almost getting that shot, just 15 seconds to go. Needs to play fast, needs to challenge it early, otherwise he will be knocked out. That's his shot, but I think Gerald's just going to knock that one away. Oh, still on the attack with very little boost. Is iRiser going to be trying to keep this one up? And he does so, but that one's knocked down, and J-Rolls is going to take game 2 and going to go into the final, I believe.
It's one more game, but
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, it's only game 2, but yeah, that game has felt so long and it was so intense that could have thought that was 2 games in one. But yeah, it was really impressive. But although the really impressive shots by G-Walls, it was still a lot more difficult than the first game. So Ariser is picking up, and we might get a really interesting third game now.
Maybe we'll see a reverse sweep from iRiser. Seeing the patterns going to get closer and closer, or iRiser's just improving a whole lot more. Now, heading into the third game, G-Rolls looking even more confident, 2 games up. All he needs to do is play well and really confidently, and he's going to get this one away, and iRiser is just not going to have time to get back. 8 seconds into the game once again.
Yeah, complete mistouch by iRiser, and it's just a slow ball, and there's nothing he can do to come back. And that just shows how unforgiving the high-level 1v1 Rocket League is. You make one bad touch and it's over. You get scored on.
Well, iRiser winning this one with this kickoff. Getting a shot off, and what a shot that is! Equalising it to make it 1-1.
Again on the first post. Perfectly placed, and it's the most difficult spot to save, and he did what he could, but it was just too fast, too high, and just too difficult.
Now, iRiser winning the kickoff again, going for a shot, and it's him up for the first time in this series, I believe.
I also believe that. But it's very well done kickoff by iRiser, and enough power to get past everything. And maybe Jewel didn't expect such a turn and such a powerful shot, but not much he could have done anyway.
Now iRiser showing that he can get those shots off. But now Jewel's going to be on his own attack. Now with delayed flick and going to make it 2-2 with a cheeky demo to add on to it.
Yeah, it's the trademark. The trademark flick that we saw all the previous games from J-Walls. J-Walls really relying on the flicks. Meanwhile, iRiser relying a little bit more on the shots. It's a nice different style we're seeing.
Now J-Walls picking up the ball. I'm guessing a good 50-50, although iRiser has the boost to get around. A slight boost drain from iRiser, going for a bit of a classy play there. But J-Walls doesn't need boost. He can still challenge with very little boost. No, iRiser is the one with little boost, and now J-Walls is in total control. This could be dangerous. Anything can be dangerous when you have J-Walls in the match. Intelligent plays here from him, just almost getting that lick there. That would have been a really powerful flight.
Yeah, it's quite unbelievable that he managed to get the touch after the first fake from the fake contest from iRiser.
Now, J-Roll's coming in quickly, but realizes that iRiser is going to get a touch first. Now, quick recovery from iRiser, guessing away. Both these players playing a whole lot more carefully this game, as they know it means a lot in this tournament. J-Roll's going to be taking control of this, knocking it up and making it 3-2.
Yeah, and he played him very well off the wall, and then it was just a matter of managing to control the ball that was going a bit crazy before iRiser came back, and he managed to do so very, very efficiently.
Now, just under 3 minutes to go. J-Roll's winning this kickoff quite convincingly. Going in for a shot, but I think he just hit the corner a bit too much and sent it flying to the other side. Tried to go for a 50-50 here, but iRiser is staying strong. Now, J-Roll's knocking it over iRiser. Doesn't quite get the second touch there. Now iRiser's, that's going in. But J-Roll's can make any save he wants.
What a demo.
From J-Roll's. Let's see if he can take advantage of it. iRiser
Perfectly placed.
back, but I don't think he quite realised that that shot was going in.
Yeah, it was so well placed, and the demo was huge because at this point you have control of the ball again, even though the situation looked dire just before. And beautifully done, beautifully placed ball.
Kicking off again with about 2 minutes to go. iRiser taking the shot, but J-Roll's with a very interesting save, but isn't fast enough to recover for the second shot.
Yeah, going on the wall for such a low shot didn't seem that reasonable, but that sometimes can happen to everyone, as you can see. So no one is perfect, even though it seems close.
Maybe iRiser is going to make a comeback. Maybe J-Roll is just going to hold on to this, and that's a demo from iRiser with very little boost. Doesn't look like he can take full advantage of the demo. Now J-Roll's knocking it to the side. iRiser with very little boost. Going for an interesting shot, very risky. He probably shouldn't have done that, and that is a shot from iRiser to equalise it, to make it 4-all.
Yeah, J-Walls tried to get a ball that would surprise a riser that goes unexpectedly high, and he just messed it up, and just like that, it's a tight game. But it's very difficult because you have to outplay your opponent on the offense, so you have to take risky shots, but as soon as you make a single mistake, it's all over. So very well played here by iRiser, recognizing that the situation was not that dangerous.
Oh, J-Roll's going for a risky play. iRiser is going to be walking this one into the net to make it 5-4.
Again, overcommitment by J-Walls. It's an easy goal on the other side.
Now just 1 minute left. J-Walls needs to do something, otherwise iRiser might be on to the comeback of the series. Good knockover by J-Walls. Now going to be making it 5-all again. This game just keeps on going.
Yeah, and J-Walls has been showing all series long that he's a master at reading the ball, bouncing off the wall, and he's completely outplaying iRiser on that specific type of the play. So he's been beating him a lot on that situation.
Now, knocking this one into the centre. iRiser almost getting a dunk from J-Rolls. Now going to be taking control of this. Good awareness from J-Rolls to realise that iRiser was coming for him. Now with full boost, iRiser is at the disposal. off the boost. Now knocking it away. Jibbles getting another challenge in. Going to be getting the boost. But that's a demo from iRiser. That's going to go in with 30 seconds to go.
That was so greedy from G-Walls, trying to get in front of his opponent to grab the boost. At this point, it's almost impossible to dodge the demo. He still went for it and got punished.
Just 30 seconds to go. J-Walls needs to get a goal fast. Otherwise, iRiser will take this game, take it into game 4. Now, going to game for it.
Oh.
Quick shot, that one's over. So tie it up again. 16 seconds to go.
The quick dodge just from under the ball to push it higher than the defender. Beautifully done. And iRiser didn't expect that. Perfectly placed.
Well, now both of these players need to take a shot quickly, just to try and put them ahead. That's a good save from Jones, from a really good shot from iRiser. Now taking another shot. That one's not quite in. 1 second to go. iRiser's just taking shots, and that one's down for overtime. These games keep getting closer and closer.
And this is why, if you're G-Walls, you want the series to end now, because you're a bit worried that iRiser might catch fire.
Now that one's knocked over, and I think iRiser is going to be taking it into game 4, and he does so. Just 13 seconds into the overtime.
Yeah, I think G-Walls didn't expect such a good shot from iRiser coming from the turn. It was pretty impressive, and we got a game 4 in our hands.
Oh, good to see iRiser slowly improving against J-Walls, learning his playstyle and really taking advantage of it. J-Walls just needing 1 game, iRiser needing 2. Let's see how each player gets on into the next game. Hopefully just joining up now. Both players anticipating what this game's going to be like. iRiser gaining a little bit more confidence.
He still has really difficult task at hand, beating G-Walls 2 times in a row. Not many people can say they can do that.
Oh, not G-Walls. Going to be picking it up on his half and getting demoed by iRiser. Going to be trying to take advantage of it as much as possible. Taking the boost again. J-Walls low on boost, but we know what he can do with little boost. And iRiser going for demo again. Doesn't quite get it now. I was knocked down, unexpected touch off the wall. J-Walls going to be getting his shot, but it's knocked down off the crossbar. Now for iRiser to take the shot, but it isn't high enough. Didn't challenge J-Walls enough. That one's not to the side of J-Walls. Now going to be taking advantage of. Now, not to the side, but iRiser good clear. Not on a draw of its own. With a good flick, doesn't quite get it over. Getting a good touch, but that's an overcommitment from iRiser to make the first goal so long into the game from J-Walls.
And there are little things that you see from these players that you just realize how good they are. For example, J-Walls went for the aerial that was a bit far from his goal. Just after the contact, he was boosting from his terrible position back into the goal. And that's the little things that make him such a great player.
No, good hit off the crossbar. Oh, that was a little bit unexpected. Wasn't quite positioned well for that. That was almost a fake from iRiser, but J-Walls is going to be taking control of this and going to launch an attack of his own. Knocking this one into the corner and away by iRiser. Getting a little bit of boost strain. Although that one's going away, I don't know how that one crept over J-Walls, but it did to equalise it.
Very strong shot. The ball was still going down, but he managed to get a really powerful shot that J-Walls can do nothing about. And now it's again tied in the game.
No. 2 minutes in, J-Walls winning this kickoff quite heavily, going to go to the side, quite unorthodox. Most people would just try to shoot there. That's quite a few bumps from iRiser there, and he's going to take advantage of it to make it 2-1.
Yeah, it was a bit unorthodox to not take the shot, but he's respecting his opponent now, and he can realize that defense would be very costly if he doesn't recover quickly, so he decided to get the boost and just set up in a better position and just risk the shot. But here, great defense by iRiser, managing to get a nice touch. And here, oh, again, what a flick.
What a good touch from J-Walls there. It's just knocked that one over iRiser, not quite expecting the height that he was going to get. And now it's tied up again. Just 2 minutes 45 seconds to go. Anything can happen. Either J-Walls or iRiser will win this. We either win or go into the final game. No. Knocking it into the corner, J-Walls. Trying to clear this one away, but nothing really comes of it. And iRiser gets the boost. But no. No way. Good early challenge from iRiser. Going to be played away by J-Walls. Going for some dribbles, going to be knocking it in. And that looks like it's going to be the third goal for J-Walls.
Yeah, that was a nasty turn here. And then, I mean, the entire play was just boost warfare. And it was really difficult to read the whole situation from both players, because one guy is going to get the boost and you don't see it because he's standing on it, and it's just reading and mind reading the opposition. Very well played here to get the lead.
Well, good clear there from J-Walls. But iRiser still with possession. Can still do the most. Very little boost.
Ooh.
Oh, what a finish there, but doesn't quite go in. No defense is needed. What a demo there from iRiser, not afraid to get dirty. And he's tied it up again.
That's just the power of the shot. Even if that doesn't goes in, you have to commit to it, and then you have low boost, and then it's easily pickable. Just the power of shooting and putting a lot of pressure. Not every goal has to be a flick.
Oh, now kicking off again. J-Walls winning it this time. Going to go for like fake now, not to the side again. Second time we've seen him do this is quite an interesting tactic here. That was going to be knocked down, almost going in, but iRiser with a good touch out. That was going to be taking the shot. That's another demo from iRiser, going to be taking the lead.
That was quite fortunate. Just J-Walls just landed just in front of him. He just had to boost, and at this point it's just game over. The goal is scored, and it's the lead for iRiser.
Well, just 1 minute to go. iRiser's ahead and looking like he's going to get this comeback. But J-Walls trying his best to prevent that from happening. iRiser knocking it to the side. Not quite getting it. Oh, that's a really risky touch there. He could have missed that. He'd be completely overcommitted. Knocked up high. iRiser off the backboard, but cleared away by J-Walls into the other corner and grabbing that boost. On dribble. That delayed flick, and he just gets it to equalise it again.
Forget everything I said about you don't only need flicks to score, because J-Walls is proving me wrong. You only need those type of flicks. It's beautiful. And at this point, you can do nothing about it. You have to predict if it's not going to be either a delayed flick or just a simple flick. It's impossible to defend all of those. But oh, just look at that. Nice kickoff. Perfectly placed.
Oh, And Iris has already put himself ahead again from J-Walls not getting a wide enough hit on the ball to keep it centered or to the side.
Yeah, the kickoff have been pretty neutral so far, but this one was a nice shot from a riser.
J-Walls on the attack again, but played away by iRiser. Now kept in by J-Walls. iRiser going to be trying to knock this one away. Well, launching an attack, iRiser going to be getting a touch on the ball. Just 8 seconds to go. J-Walls needs to do something, otherwise iRiser will be taking it into the final game.
Oh.
And it is the final game. iRiser and J-Walls making it interesting.
Honestly, I don't think both of us would be expecting that after the first game where J-Walls completely destroyed iRiser, but slowly but surely iRiser is coming back and snapping wins off J-Walls, and just like that, it's game 5.
And it is a game 5, like you said. Just each game has been so close after that first game where it was 9-2, but J-Walls just not proving what he did in the first match, that he can just completely outclass every player. He just needs to play a lot faster and a lot smarter, and then he can beat iRiser. But iRiser's on a little bit of a winning speed. He's got the motivation, he's got the momentum, so it's going to be really difficult for him to stop it.
Yeah, and also iRiser was playing particularly poorly in the first game, and now he's picking it up. And it's nice to see that the first big loss didn't hurt him too much. And he had to cope very quickly, and he managed to do so.
And there's a pinch down by iRiser, going to be knocking it into his own corner. Now not to the side, not quite in. Need to be cleared to the side. This is going to be stolen. J-Walls is on a dribble. We know how difficult they are to defend, and that was just gotten slotted in the first 30 seconds.
Just a nasty ball control at full speed, managing to get the turn on the corner of the wall, just perfectly placed. Perfect control, just like iRiser says. What a control.
Now, kicking off again, J-Walls winning it and not taking any risks with that one, making it 2-0.
Yeah, and good kickoff, and at this point you have enough boost to get a solid power shot, and not much of anything to do.
Just 30 seconds still in the game, and J-Walls is up 2-0. Now, iRiser on the dribble. Now, J-Walls and iRiser playing a little bit more passively. And now, breaking that trend. J-Walls almost getting that flick. No, iRiser knocking J-Walls away. No, up and get a second touch, but good block from J-Walls to clear that one away. iRiser playing quickly, he's got the boost, he needs to use it well. It's good 50-50 from him to just stay in the same position.
Ooh.
Now cleared it away after a very dangerous encounter. That's an overcommit from iRiser. It's going to be difficult for him to get back, but he does. He clears it away well. Little boost. iRiser's going to struggle to get this one, but he does. His defense is on fire at the moment.
The boost situation is awful for iRiser, finally picking a boost.
Now, on the attack, Joe seems to be playing very passively, but just getting that one. That one's definitely going in. Now, iRiser going for a little bit of an air dribble, but it doesn't get it. And now Joe's with very little boost needs to get some sort of power shot to get it in. Now carrying it on the wall. iRiser, good defense there, going for cooks a pinch, but doesn't quite get the power. Now, not up in front of the goal, and what a finish from J-Walls.
Yeah, and iRiser hesitated a little bit on defense, went up the wall a little bit, and then didn't at the time to just go in the air for the contest, and that's what cost him the goal. But top tier offense, and just a little mistake on defense, and it's costing him the goal.
Well, now this game's looking like it's going to be a little bit more like the first game. J-Rolls looking super confident, getting a delayed flick, but it's off the post, and he's going to get the rebound.
Yeah, and once the defender overcommitted, then if the rebound is simple, then it's just a matter of scoring, and it's too easy for those players.
And now just half the game left, and J-Rolls is up 4-0. Haven't had scores this big since the first game. It was a little bit of a disaster for iRiser, but now challenging it again, looking it into the orange corner, trying to get control of it, but good defense from J-Rolls. Now going to be knocking this one down, getting a pinch. Now it's going to just roll in.
And yeah, the defense is a bit dodgy here from iRiser, stopping there backwards to steal. What a pinch, perfectly placed by J-Rolls. And yeah, with 2 minutes left, that's going to be a tough one for iRiser.
Now J-Rolls going to be taking it slowly, as he knows he just needs to waste a little bit of time and he'll take this one away. But iRiser is going to get the goal.
J-Rolls was quite surprised by the toss here, and that was quite powerful considering the angle iRiser was coming from. So yeah, very surprised by that, and he was not back in time.
Well, just 2 minutes to go. J-Rolls still up by 4 goals. So now challenging early. J-Rolls off the backboard. Can't quite get the second touch. Now getting a good 50-50, going to take in the power shot, and that's going to make it 6-1.
What a read by J-Rolls. First reading the demo attempt, then reading that he would be contesting really hard on the ground, just blocking that with his car, and then just simple finish. Very well played, just reading the opposition like a book.
1 minute 40 to go. J-Rolls looking really confident. I don't know how he hasn't done this before, but iRiser's completely throwing it to J-Rolls, who's just Braziled him.
Yeah, iRiser gave up here, I think, and now he's committing to too many things, and it's not working out. But at this point, you have to commit for everything. You have 6 goal deficit with 90 seconds. You have to go really fast to score. But now it's tough to get into the mindset of you can still win this game.
Now going for another shot. That's 8-1, looking a whole lot more like the first match of the series.
And now it's basically over. There is no comeback from this. But yeah, very nice series from iRiser that managed to really scare J-Rolls by those 2 games won. And you never know what can happen in the finals, but J-Rolls is looking quite the favorite here, I would say.
Now iRiser is going to be taking that shot, but cleared away by J-Rolls. Now good challenge from J-Rolls, going to be coming around into the centre, but can't quite get the angle. iRiser knocking it onto the wall. See if he can go for some sort of wall hit, and doesn't go for the most orthodox attack there. Just knocks it out from the wall. He's going to go for the same sort of thing, I think. No, he's going to go for a dribble. Knocking it to the side of J-Rolls. Got good defence there. Again. He's been knocking it to the side, wasting more time. This is what we like to see.
Yeah, it's only time wasting at this point.
There's 20 seconds to go. It's pretty much certain that J-Rolls will be going into the final, where he will fight Rottweiler. Now he just needs to waste some time, do some good shots. But it is pretty much over now. We see Irise knocked that one down, and J-Walls will be taking himself into the final. What a game, what a series.
And J-Wall started really strong, and then he had good performance in game 4 and game 5. It was still very close, but Hellraiser managed to get the win. Overall, very strong performance by J-Walls. I'm very surprised by the difference in the first and the last game that we've seen. But yeah, the final is going to be very interesting.
Right, we'll see you in the finals then. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back to the final of this Dauntless Gaming 1v1 tournament. Week 4, we have J-Balls against Rottweiler. We've seen both these players play before, both top 100, both played exceptionally well. Let's see who's going to win this one.
And the interesting thing is that it's really different playstyles. Rottweiler, complete beast on defense. Meanwhile, J-Balls, very strong flex and offensive abilities. So it's going to be an interesting match.
I have no doubt these players have played against each other plenty of times in ranked. So just see how this tournament, because playing in this tournament is a completely different condition to ranked. But now Gerald's going to be taking the ball, going to be going for a little bit of a dribble. He likes his dribbles. Well, it's Rottweiler's turn to go for a flake. Now he's going to get this goal against J-Rolls to start things off.
Yeah, and J-Balls committing with low boost and got surprised by the height of the flick from Rottweiler. And the nice bump at the end to make sure that J-Balls was not coming back to save the ball was a nice touch.
Breaking off again, J-Balls just winning it, going to be going for a dribble. Not too much boost. Getting the flick, and that was just going to come in off the crossbar.
Yeah, and again, that's quite low boost flick and just enough. On the replay, it seems like it touched the ball, but it doesn't. And what a nice flick by J-Balls. We've seen multiple great flicks from him in this tournament.
Oh, just 40 seconds in and we're tied up once more, and J-Balls has changed that very quickly to make it 2-1.
A very good recovery by J-Balls, and then it's an easy finish. Getting 2 touch, that's all he needs.
Now, not even 1 minute in and we have 3 goals. This is going to be a high scoring game, I can tell. Especially with these two playstyles, like you said, being extremely interesting. J-Balls taking it to the side. Slowing the play down a little bit. Good challenge from Rottweiler to send it up, and he's got the boost. So does J-Balls. Knocking this one up. Go for another hit, and that's a good block from Rottweiler. Just knock that one away. Going to be picking this one up. Very little boost. Good flick. It's down, but not in. J-Balls just clearing this one away with ease, and that one's on target, but good save from Rottweiler. Now, slow play down a little bit, knock it to the side. J-Balls adapting to the play really well. I'm guessing all of these blocks is now in his favour, going for a dribble. He's been knocking this one not quite over. Yes. Going to be slowing down a lot. I think I just cursed this game. It will not be a high scoring game now, as I called it out. J-Balls taking the shot, and that one doesn't quite go in. So close from J-Balls there. Rottweiler demoing. J-Balls needs to get the shot on. J-Balls has time to recover, and that one's knocked away. Almost went in, not quite. Rottweiler looking confident. Getting the dribble, knocking that one over J-Balls to equalise it.
That dribble, that flick was so slow and so little that it surprised J-Balls. Just, he did the bare minimum to get past him, that was just enough. Like, J-Balls must be hitting himself in the head for missing that one.
Now kicking off again. Getting a good hit, and that one's in from Rottweiler to go ahead.
Very strong shot off the wall, and then really difficult to get a clean save, and J-Balls is coming back, he's touching, but it's too powerful and it just goes in.
Now half the game to go and Rottweiler's ahead, looking confident, but we all know what happens when you get too confident. We've seen this in J-Balls already. Hopefully this won't change anything. Now going up for a risky play here. I'm going to be coming off the ceiling down into the corner. Rottweiler clearing this one away, but now J-Wall's back in. Getting a good bomb on Rottweiler, taking him off the ball. Now, going to be wasting a little bit of time there trying to get Rottweiler out of the way, but Rottweiler almost getting that goal and just challenging and staying near the ball.
Ooh! I really thought that was in.
Almost in, but now Jay was knocking it away again with very, very little boost. Rottweiler being in total control here. We're getting a good 50-50 and knocking that one in to make it 4-2. What a play that was.
Well, Rottweiler, as his name suggests, is really making this game a dogfight. It's incredible. Everything slows down when he's playing. Every little touch has to be a grind, and very well played here. Getting low on the 50-50 to then get the fast recovery. Really well played.
Now, Rottweiler with the shot. Good clear away from J-Walls, and that's in early from Rottweiler, getting another shot, and it's 5-2.
And the presence of Rottweiler really destroying J-Walls, and J-Walls has really low boost, and that's what made the difference, I believe.
Now just 1 minute 20 to go. Rottweiler going up by 3 goals. It's going to be difficult for J-Walls to come back. He was the favourite, but now I think Rottweiler has completely demolished that reputation of his. Although J-Walls getting a good knock over Rottweiler to make it 5-3.
Good offense, a bit early to contest by Rottweiler, but I mean the touch was pretty perfect under the ball and get past the opposition.
Now still just 1 minute to go. Rottweiler just needs to hang on. Needs to waste time a little bit. Now J-Walls on the attack. He's going for a dribble and good clear away from Rottweiler. This is a good chance to do something with the ball on a dribble. Not quite knocking that one over J-Walls. Good clear to the side. Now J-Walls going to be taking it slowly to the other side, going for a fake, I believe. Not quite working out. And that was just cleared away. I don't know how he quite got that, but he did. That's a good flick. Not quite getting in. Good defense from both these players so far. Now just 30 seconds to go. Rottweiler hanging on well. It's a good bump. Knocking that to the side. I think that's going to secure this. Even wasting some time there. Just securing this game to make it 6-3.
If you think in the chat that you need to do crazy aerials to become top 100 in the game, Rottweiler is proving you wrong, because he's not doing anything of the matter. He's just keeping it on the ground, and he's destroying J-Walls in those plays on the ground. So props to him. Great stuff. Great display in the first game.
Now just tying this one up. J-Walls not able to do anything. Rottweiler being a little bit of an underdog here. Sorry for the pun, but you know, Rottweiler being the underdog and really showing J-Walls that he can play once.
Oh yeah, definitely. And the defense and the grind that J-Walls has to play through is really tiring J-Walls, and Rottweiler is exploiting that grind to make sure that every play is difficult and it goes to his advantage.
Now, as we head into the second game of this best of 5, Rottweiler taking the first game just needs 2 more wins, whereas J-Walls needs 3. Starting off again, Rottweiler and J-Walls going to go for this kickoff now. Now, with a slight win, J-Walls going to be looking to take full advantage of this, but good recovery from Rottweiler. Now knocking this one over, and it looks like he's completely turned the tables to make it 1-0 in 11 seconds.
That was an insane recovery by Rottweiler. And the dunk at the end just completely outplaying J-Walls, and then the easy finish. Beautifully done.
Well, now it's just Rottweiler getting that first goal. Be a major advantage to him, gaining even more confidence in himself, improving himself as we go on. Now J-Rolls getting a good hit to the side, going to be knocking that one in to equalise it. Half a minute in.
Yeah, and the touch went wrong for Rottweiler, and then is the easy finish. Even though the angle was a bit tough, it's not really tough for those type of players. Really well done here again.
Now kicking off again. Good kickoff from Rottweiler. Just making J-Rolls retreat. No, challenged early by Rottweiler. Now needs to take a defensive seat. Rottweiler now. J-Rolls knocking it up onto the wall. Straight to a Rottweiler. It's going to be a good attack here. Delayed flick, but cleared away by J-Rolls. That's going to be knocked into the goal, I don't think. Oh, that's not quite in! Rottweiler clearing this one away from the miss from J-Rolls.
Oh, what a bump!
And really well played from Rottweiler to bump J-Rolls out of the way there.
Wow. J-Walls must be feeling really bad. First the shot that almost goes in, and then that bump that seems so unfair, but so well played by Rottweiler, and now he's taking the lead.
Good kick off from J-Walls, just knock it up. Oh, that's a miss from Rottweiler, completely out of position now. And a rushed shot from J-Walls. It's going to mean that Rottweiler's out of position now. Really good recovery from J-Walls, just come back, loop around and take more shots to build the pressure. We're cleared away by Rottweiler, able to gain some boost now. J-Walls going to be going for a really risky, high risk, high reward play, but it doesn't work out for him. He's still in control of the ball. He seems to be able to keep control of possession for so long. I don't know how he does it. Oh, what a challenge there from Rottweiler to make it 3-1.
I'm not sure that J-Walls saw him coming. Like, I'm going in these. Yeah, he just saw him at the very last moment when he was already going up in the air, and it was too late to react quickly to avoid the clean dunk.
Oh, now 3 minutes to go. Rottweiler looking even more confident in this game. He seems to challenge really soon, and J-Walls is going to make it 3-2. I don't know whether that bump made it on the wall, but
yeah, the bump was what made the difference, because at this point, Rottweiler was so far from his own goal that it was an easy finish, and he could take his time, J-Wall.
oh, now 2 minutes 48 to go. Rottweiler's going to be on the attack, but J-Wall's going to run away with this one to equalise it.
That was really risky from Rottweiler, going for his own opponent boost, and then he doesn't manage to grab it, and on the comeback, J-Wall is too fast to control the ball, and it just goes in, and it's a tight game.
Alrighty, just half the game in, and it's equalised. Half the game for what is like it being the same game now. J-Wall's knocking that one to the side. That could have been dangerous. Now that's a power shot. I don't think Rottweiler's going to make it, and he does. We're just clearing that one away now. What a save there from Rottweiler.
That was super tight.
I'm knocking that one to the side. Going to be going up. Oh, J-Wall's recovering well. It's been knocked up. That's too far. Now, J-Wall's with very little boost. Looking quite dangerous for him, but that's over. That's a double. That's an overcommit, not a double commit. There are only 2 people on that team. That's a good demo from Rottweiler. Now going to be clearing this one away, launching another attack. Oh, that's a really good knock there. Oh. He's going to be going up slightly. That's a good challenge from Rottweiler. Almost getting the goal, but now he's overcommitted again. He seems to have such a good recovery. Don't know how they do it, but Gerald's going to get the demo and the goal.
Those demos on the wall are so pivotal in the game. But yeah, Rottweiler's recovery are pretty sick, and if J-Wolves thinks for just 1 second before doing what he needs to do, then it's already too late and Rottweiler is back on defense.
Oh, now good kickoff from Rottweiler, getting those 50-50s in. Now Gerald's picking up the ball midfield, knocking it to the side. Now Gerald's taking control of the ball up and knowing that he's going to win this if he just holds on for 1 minute. Rottweiler now on the attack, knocking it off the ball, getting a decent knock, but it's too slow. J-Wolves is going to be challenging early every time, making it difficult for Rottweiler to get this away from his own half. Neither player gets the boost. J-Wolves still with the possession. That's a good demo from Rottweiler now, with very little boost. Needs to do something with it. That's going to go for a flick, but doesn't quite get it. And Gerald's with another clear. Just 10 seconds to go. Gerald's needs to just hang on to this and just bumping Rottweiler away. And that's going to be J-Wolves 1-1 in the series.
That was very physical at the end, and that's what the game needed, because so far Rottweiler has been the attacker in the physical game, and J-Wolves starting to fight back, and the game is getting really physical now.
Wow. Now as we head into the third game, both players have got 1 game. They both need 2 more to win. Let's see who wins this race and comes out with the trophy of the Dauntless Gaming 1v1 tournament. Going for the kickoff. Good kickoff from Rottweiler, just needs to take advantage of this, but good knock to the side by J-Wolves. Rottweiler noticing he needs to get back instead of go for boost. That's a good decision. He snags that one instead. Going to be going for a really good shot here, but not quite in. Early challenge from Rottweiler again. Going to be going to knock this one up. Or trying to go for a fake, I believe. No, knocking this one into the centre, but J-Wolves is going to take the possession. Going to go for a fake, and what a fake it was. J-Wolves is going to make it 1-0 from that fake.
Yeah, and you can really feel that Rottweiler is upset about it, because he dodged the wrong way, expecting something strong, and the fake really got him, and that's not the good way to start game 3.
No, J-Wolves is up. Tables have turned. First it was Rottweiler looking like he was going to take the series, but now J-Wolves is ahead in the third game after winning the second. Rottweiler on the dribble now. Going to make it very difficult, and now it's not quite in. J-Wolves is going to be very happy with that one, but that's a demo. No. Going to be going for another flick, I believe. Good early challenge from J-Wolves to make it 2-0 now.
That's really impressive, because it looked like J-Wolves was pushed in the back before jumping. Oh no, actually he did not, but it was really close, and he had to go quickly because of the pressure. And well played to get a quick touch here to secure the goal.
No. Rottweiler taking control. Yeah, J-Wolves going to be off, and that's going to be a really weird bounce for Rottweiler is going to take advantage of.
And that's the misread from J-Wall on the wall. Difficult ball to touch, and Rottweiler recognizes the mistake and just goes in.
Well, 3 minutes 30 seconds to go. J-Wall's up 2-1. Rottweiler going to be trying to go for a flick, but J-Wall's going to play this one away, and it's a missed boost from Rottweiler. That could have been his chance to really break through. That's a really powerful flick. It's knocked to the side, and that is going to equalise it.
Yeah, Rottweiler definitely disturbed J-Walls here. After the high flick, all he had to do was disturb him, and that's what he did, and the shot could not be saved.
3 minutes to go. Rottweiler's just equalised it. Now going to be clearing this one away. J-Walls with the boost off the wall, going to be going for a risky play here, and that's going to pay off to make it 3-2.
Beautiful. And yeah, the angle was not easy because he had to turn quickly and then face back the goal. But yeah, Rottweiler was not expecting such a quick turn from J-Walls, and it paid off really well at the end.
Still about 3 minutes to go, and J-Walls put himself ahead once again. No. No dribble. Rottweiler, no. Doing some good dribbles, but nothing's really coming out of it. No, going to be knocked out. No one's really challenging it. It's a good 50-50. Just knocking that one in over J-Walls.
50-50 in the air. Rottweiler gets the better of it and then manages to get some quick dodge on the side. It looked like the tutorial shot, if you remember. Really well done by Rottweiler.
Now, about half the game left. Still tied up. Looking a lot like the previous game. That one's not quite in from J-Walls. No, back in from J-Walls, but fortunately for him, he doesn't have a teammate to finish it off for him. And that's a hit from Rottweiler that's going to go in off of J-Walls overcommit.
Yeah, and J-Walls whiffed the shot, which would have been a nice shot because Rottweiler was quite low on the ball, but the shot from Rottweiler is right on, and nothing can be done after the whiff.
Just about 2 minutes to go, and Rottweiler's changed what's happening, and that's going to be a kick-off goal. Just about, oh, not, has just pinched it away by J-Walls. Good defense there from him to realise that it didn't go in. Wasn't going to. It's a shot, but isn't quite in. Rottweiler on a dribble. J-Walls getting a good save, but Rottweiler's there to just finish that one off.
It was insane. The thing that it would land just where the ball is going to bounce. That's gotta be a calculated touch. Of course it is.
1 minute 51 to go. Rottweiler's extended his lead to 2 goals. That's a really good kick-off from J-Walls. Going to be getting a touch, but it's off the backboard. And that's also off the crossbar. No, Rottweiler knocking it to the side. A lot of pressure from J-Walls. He just needs to clear this one away. He does, but not very well. And that's a pinch. That is a really good clear there. Now he just needs to put some more pressure on J-Walls. On another dribble. That's a good challenge there. Not quite in. No. Slowing the play down a lot, and then it's speeding it up a lot. J-Walls with the flick up. Now Rottweiler is going to be taking advantage of another one of J-Walls.
And yet again, that's perfect recovery from Rottweiler, and he's landing where he needs to be to get the powerful shot while J-Walls was stuck in the opening goal. Better recoveries from Rottweiler, but J-Walls is being really aggressive on offense. But this game, it's not paying off for J-Wall.
Now just 1 minute to go. Rottweiler's already pushing for another goal. Knocking it up now. J-Walls trying to go for another dribble, but Rottweiler doesn't stop attacking. Oh, that's another really good attack, but that's knocked to the side and well recovered by Gerald. Off the backboard, doesn't quite get it in though. And Gerald is going to run away with this one to make it 6-4.
Is it enough time to actually make the comeback, considering the defense abilities of Rottweiler? I'm not sure, but maybe it is.
I think it is, especially with kickoff goals being a big factor here. We haven't seen much of them, so if we can just see some kickoff goals happen, and this could be one of them, and it is.
There we go.
6-5 with just 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, now it's looking scary for Rottweiler, and you don't want to lose this game. This game is pivotal in the series, and if you win that one, you have some leeway to actually win one of the next two matches to win the whole tournament. So this game is pivotal.
Now Rottweiler getting another hit on ball, but it's off the crossbar, and it's just going to knock it in off the crossbar to make it 7-5 with 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, and now the task is even more difficult for GWAS. It's just so difficult to score an easy goal and then the opponent just scores again, and the difference is still the same at the end. It's really painful.
And Rottweiler getting another good kickoff, going to be trying to waste some time here. GWAS desperate to score slow goals, and he gets one. 12 seconds to go. It's still possible, but it's very unlikely.
Yes, it's definitely possible. A good kickoff goal, a good offense, a good demo. Anything can happen now.
Just 12 seconds to go. Rottweiler, you just need to hold on for that little bit. And then we'll go into the fourth game after this. Although GWAS looking quite confident off the bar and cleared it away by Rottweiler getting a really small touch on it. But that small touch was enough.
What was that touch from Rottweiler of the crossbar? It was insane.
Now Rottweiler taking the third game to put him up 2-1 in the series. Only that bit closer to coming through and winning the tournament.
Yeah, and now GWAS is under a lot of pressure, and he needs to win the next two matches. It's a difficult task, but he can do it, I'm sure. That the defense and the playstyle of Rottweiler is really difficult for him.
Well, now as we head into the fourth game, Rottweiler looking slightly more confident, but GWAS could quite easily just come back and win this one and tie it up in the series to go into the fifth game, the last game. But let's see, can Rottweiler come through and win it in this game, or GWAS win it? What do you think, Gibber?
I really think that we're going to see a game 5, because the games have been pretty close so far, and it would be fair.
GWAS is going to make it 1-0 already.
Yeah, he grabbed the boost, which was pivotal, and then just a matter of finishing in the air. And they're great at this video game if you didn't realize already, so it's no big deal.
Just 9 seconds in, GWAS putting himself in a massive advantage, and that's going to come down. But that's a bit of an unexpected bounce there. Would have wanted something else to happen there. No, Rottweiler knocking it away, buying himself a lot of time and boost. No, going to be knocking this down. Going for some dribbles. Oh, just decided by Rottweiler, and that boost was stolen. That's in! No, that isn't quite in, but GWAS is dead and can't quite make the save, and now equalise the game.
What a demo here. It makes the shots so easier then, because you don't have to think too much and you just have to aim at the goal, and that's what he did. So it's a tight game. Again, a lot of pressure on GWAS.
Now, GWAS picking up the ball in midfield, knocking it to the side, and it's going to be 2-1.
Yeah, Rottweiler was really surprised by the quickness of the sharp turn from GWAS here. He drifted and then flicked the ball up, and then it was over. GWAS not expecting that and was surprised.
Well, now GWAS is up by 1 goal. With just 45 seconds into the game, going to be knocking this one up, and Rottweiler's overcommitted on this one, but can get back in time. Not challenging yet. This is quite uncharacteristic from him already. To not challenge early. That's a really powerful flick, but it's too powerful. Going to be knocking this one in, but Gerald's with a really good save there. Oh. Gerald's picking it up from midfield, going for a delayed flick, and he gets it to make it 3-1.
So powerful. Like, if you watch this goal from Rottweiler's perspective, there is nothing you can do to stop such a strong shot. It's up close, impossible, perfectly placed, really difficult to defend, and it's beautiful.
Well, now 3-4-3, that is 7 cubed. And Rottweiler going to be picking it up in his own half with no boost actually. Still trying to go for a good hit. Oh, that's a really good doink from him to still have very little boost and get that hit. Gerald's showing a lot of ball and boost possession. That's a good shot from Rottweiler, and I don't know how that one quite went in, but it did to make it 2-3.
Jewel did such a good job stealing all the boost and boost starving completely Rottweiler, and just in one bad touch, all that work goes away, and Rottweiler is able to make a good shot and destroy his opposition. Just like that, just one bad touch. So difficult to play this game at top level.
Gerald taking the shot, but that's not quite in. Now, Rottweiler is going to be getting good hit, but that's not quite in. Good clear away, and Rottweiler's dead. So, Gerald's getting a good 50-50. No, Rottweiler going to be on another dribble. Knowing that Gerald isn't going to challenge soon, and what a good goal that was.
Really simple, just double jumping, but it's just high enough so that it hit the crossbar up and in, and so difficult to defend when backwards when the ball is really high. It's 3-3 now, and a lot of pressure on both players.
Now tied up again, Rottweiler getting a good kick off there, buying him time, ignoring the boost and going back for it later. Now Gerald's going to be going for a power shot, but isn't quite accurate, so it allows Rottweiler to come back and retrieve the save. Knocking it into the corner. It's Gerald's up, not quite accurate enough from Rottweiler, and Gerald's is deaded. Now clearing away is Gerald's. Rottweiler's attack. He's going for a slightly flick shot, but doesn't quite get the power. That's a good challenge for Gerald's to knock that one away. It's still dangerous. Danger has passed now. On to Rottweiler's side. Oh, and that's an early touch there from Gerald's. Could have been a really good attack. It wasted a little bit more. No. Good 50-50 from J-Balls. Going to be taking the shot now, but Rottweiler's just going to get there and make a really good save and clear that one away. J-Balls doesn't
What
get
a
good hit,
dunk.
and that one's going in.
What a dunk here. Like, again, J-Wall controlling all boost and doing the hardest stuff, and then just pushing the ball into Rottweiler that was expecting the touch, and massive dunk here that goes in off the corner. Beautiful. So risky though, but beautifully done.
Now J-Balls has a mountain to climb as Rottweiler has gone ahead. Now Rottweiler with a little bit of dirty play to make it 5-3.
And just that play shows what Rottweiler can do. Just annoying his opponent as much as possible, and then a beautiful pinch between the two players. getting in, and with 1 minute left, 2-goal deficit, it's going to be really difficult for now for J-Wolves, but it's possible. He showed us that it's possible.
Rottweiler getting a good knock above J-Wolves to make it 6-3.
Yeah, and now that's almost the nail in the coffin. Not yet, but almost, with a quick touch to put the ball high and strong into the goal. And yeah, that's looking very dire now for J-Wolves.
50 seconds to go. Just 3 goals in it. It is still possible. But if Joe's going to have to really try his hardest, he is going to get this goal to make it 6-4, but it's still not going to be that easy for him.
I think that was a mistake from Rottweiler to commit to that touch off the wall. It was super risky, and now he's back into the game, J-Wolves. If you just wait and waste time at this point, it's very difficult for J-Wolves to create anything, but now anything can happen.
J-Wolves missing the boost, allowing Rottweiler grab it, and now knocking it up high, wasting a little bit of time. This is what we like to see from Rottweiler. J-Wolves on the wall. Going to be challenged quickly by Rottweiler getting a good 50-50 and knocking it towards net. That's going to be up high. J-Wolves not quite get the power shot, but that's knocked high up to make it 6-5 with 2 seconds to go.
There is still hope, but at this point you need a miracle to score that one. And the Rottweiler can probably just stay in net and wait for the defense or commit instantly and go for the fastest kickoff he can, but it's looking pretty dire.
Rottweiler getting a good kickoff there, and he's going to take this game. J-Wolves leading straight away. Really well played from Rottweiler, taking the victory and the prize pool. That is £10, I believe, or $10.
Yeah, beautifully played by Rottweiler, completely negating the quality of J-Wolves, which is going fast, the flicks, and he managed to slow the game down and make sure that it was really painful to play. And that was completely his type of game. So really well played to him. Congratulations. And I hope we'll see him in future tournaments, because he's a really fun player to watch.
Alright, and hopefully you all enjoyed too, and we'll see you in the next one.